So as I said earlier, I fell in love, hit it hard, and of course, if you're going to do that, you're going to eventually, there are going to be some results. And the result was I was told that I was going to be a father.
How old were you?
I was 19.
19.
19. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Okay.
He just became a father.
Yeah, actually, last month my daughter was born.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, praise God. Children are a gift from God.
Yeah.
And so at that time, I had to quit school because I had to live up to the responsibility, and I was happy to. And but there goes vision. There goes dreams.
Yeah.
There's a song.
Planning.
Yeah. There's a country song by Kenny Chesney. You heard of him?
Yeah.
And the song is called, I think it's called "There Goes My Life."
there goes my life.
Yeah. There goes my life.
There goes my life. Like, it's all over now.
But there's a redemption in that song.
Oh yeah.
The girl grows up in the song, and now he's giving her away for marriage, and then he says, "There goes my life."
Oh, wow.
That was my life. She was my life.
Wow.
And so,
It's a good sermon title. There goes my life.
yeah.
Write that down, man.
So, we take the responsibility. You know,
We being you and
her mother.
The mother.
Yeah, we bring her into the world.
All right.
And so I'm hustling jobs. I'm working 3 part-time jobs to equal 1 full-time job.
Whoa.
Or at least a job and a half. I'm pumping gas at night, and I'm at Pizza Hut by day.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was not happy. I was like, okay, I mean, I'm meant for more than this. I don't know what it is. Nothing wrong with
Pumping gas.
pumping gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with working at
Hut,
Domino's,
yeah.
Papa John's. Nothing wrong with that. But when that becomes your sole source of income, not a supplement to what you're already doing, and this is your future, you can't see far, and then you start losing vision. And I don't understand vision at 19. I just understand where's my what am I? Why am I here? What am I going to do with my life now?
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to be in the Air Force. I was, Air Force, 100%. And so now you go through a crisis, and an identity crisis, and it really was an identity crisis. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know where I'm going, and then things begin to fall apart with her mother and I. And within 2 years, it got bad. I was not the best version of myself. I wasn't even the best version of myself coming into this. I didn't know the Lord. I didn't know the Lord. And she was not the best version of herself. But what happened was I ended up taking the responsibility and wanting my daughter to live with me. And she went on and lived her new life.
Wow.
And God bless her. But I got the blessing. I got to raise my daughter.
That's awesome.
I mean, there's nothing like you're sad, you're lonely. Now, I don't want to belabor this point, but you're sad, you're lonely, you're hopeless. You are even angry, and you feel robbed at this point. And it's unfair. It's unfair, and I feel unfair for my daughter. Like, I feel sorry for her. She's asking for mom. She's asking.
Oh, man.
So
I can't imagine.
She was how old?
She was 2, 3, 4,
And
5.
Jeez.
Yeah. And so she would cry. I would cry at night, not like bawling. I would cry, and she could tell when I'm holding her, and she's patting me on my back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And those are the
I
days
can't imagine.
that I ended up grabbing a Bible that I had. Somehow my mom had it in the house. My mom and dad had to move up to come help me. My dad started a new business, started a couple of businesses, and they came up to help me. And that was in year 2. And it allowed me to, mom and dad allowed me to go hustle, go grind. We'll watch Courtney.
Wow.
Go work. Go work. Go find purpose. Go do that multi-level marketing thing. Go. We support you. And it was that. But then, before that, when things were getting so bad, my friend Brandon would tell me, at this restaurant that we worked at, he said, "Look, you gotta come to church with me, Mike. I think you'd love it." I said, "I don't want to go to church." Because my version of church is what I grew up with, and
Yes.
I didn't think that was going to do anything for me. And then so my mom said, if you go to church, you can't take communion. And I think she was right. And I was like, what? I can't take communion? Then why would I want to go to church? I said, I stayed. I didn't leave. And I can't take communion? The one that wasn't right. So from there, my friend Brandon said,
Now she's talking about Catholic Church.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
He's talking about the Catholic Church.
So in your mind is like, what uses it for me to keep going to the Catholic Church now?
Yeah.
Well, your friends that invite you is not from a. Okay.
No, they were from a charismatic church. Yeah, and I didn't know the difference, to be honest, until I went. And I go back and I say I'm grateful for my Catholic experience and my religious training as a young kid.
Yes.
But when my friend Brandon kept inviting me,
Come on, Brandon.
finally I got tired of him inviting me. So I said, I'll go one time. And then after that, I'll get you off my back. He goes, great, if you come, I'll buy you breakfast. And as God is my witness, I said yes, like within 2 seconds, because it's free breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else am I doing on a Sunday? So he picks me up. We drive 30 minutes to the church. I'm overdressed. I dress up my daughter. And to be honest with you,
Why overdressed? Like,
Yeah, how overdressed?
no, I know why, but why you're wearing like suit?
No. Because when I was going to church as a teenager,
Catholic Church.
yeah, you're gonna
dress nice?
You're gonna dress nice. You're wearing good pants,
Good
a nice button down. We're not wearing hoodies.
Got
You know what I'm saying?
I thought he's like with his suit.
Baggy t-shirts and
Oh,
hoodies.
yeah, yeah,
I thought you
Not-
were in a
not-
suit.
That did not fly
no.
back then.
No.
A suit with a scarf here.
Yeah. Scarf. That's a thick scarf. You mean a
No, scarf in the
handkerchief?
handkerchief. Sorry, guys.
Pocket square.
Sorry.
No. I love it. And so anyway, I
Sorry, Pastor.
no.
So you went there
Bro,
overdressed.
you speak more than one language. I admire that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, we're Americans. We only speak one. Anyway,
And in tongues.
Come on, so he's sweet. Yeah, speaking tongues. And then, when he got me there, I was so nervous. And I walked in. I didn't know what to expect. I was afraid everybody was going to judge me when I walked in. I didn't even use the word judge.
with the
Back
kid.
then, nobody used the word judge. Stop judging me. Stop judging me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't judge
I feel
me.
so
Only
judged.
God can judge me.
Oh, I feel shame. Yeah, and back then you just like, I just think everybody's gonna be watching me walking with a little girl. Where's the mom? Well, that didn't happen because Courtney went to kids ministry. Yeah. And I went the other way, sat next to my friend Brandon, and I walk into an environment where people are like happy clappy, in time. I come from a karaoke background.
Cool.
Okay? Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Like we call it, there's a real pronouncement is
Yeah, karaoke.
Yeah, it is Japanese. Yeah.
Okay, so to drown my sorrows at that season of my life, I would go out to a bar with my friends called Kango's. And Kango's,
man.
Kango's. And Kango's would give you, this is the first place that they would give you free soybeans with Hawaiian salt on it.
Like edamame.
Edamame.
Okay.
Edamame. First place I ever had free edamame. And then you eat the edamame, and then of course you're gonna order something to drink.
Because it's salty.
Yeah, because it's salty.
It's a great strategy.
And there's a karaoke bar that had this big binder, and you would flip between what song you wanted to sing.
Yeah.
And you'd go down and you'd pick the song, and the guy who's running the show, you give him $1. And so back then, I'd go there to drown my sorrows, and I'd sing a lot. I'd sing George Michael, "Careless Whisper."
Careless
Whisper, come on.
I would sing.
Show us, Pastor, now.
No, my voice is shot today, but I
man.
preached my
We
heart
saw
out
you.
this week. Preached my heart out this weekend. And then I would sing Al Green's "Let's Stay Together."
Let's stay together. Yes.
And then, so when I go into church, I'm watching the overhead transparencies and the whole overhead projector and the worship words on it. And to me, this is how a non-Christian mind said, these are Lionel Richie love songs, but they're to God. Wow. So, you are the sun, you are the rain that makes my life this foolish game. You could put God's name in there instead of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was no longer am I worshiping that girl, I'm worshiping God.